Ndị Igbo ekene m unu. Asị m ka nke echikwelu ya zelu. Anyị si ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ, mmiri atara m azụ anwụra. Asị ọ dịrị mma na eke, dịrị mma n'orie, fọzara mma n'afọ, fọzara mma na nkwọ, ụzọ ahịa anọ nke ndị Igbo ji biri. Asị na ya dịra n'Igbo na mma o. Ise ise ise. Dịka o si dị ka agbapụ na ya ọsọ igosi na ya bụ ife anyị ji maka ya wee bịa. Na tupu anyị aga n'igosi na ya bụ ife, ọ bụla nke a bụ ụbọchị izu gị, ị na-ejete afụ chanel anya n'igbe akwụkwọ ka baro ka like and subscribe ọ tinyekwa kọmentị share ekwe ya tụsa ya bụ ozi ka ụmụnne anyị dị nọ ebe dị iche iche wee nụ ya bụ ife na-eme n'obodo a. Dịka o si dị, ihe wetara unu tata bụ nnukwu ọpdeti dị oke mkpa. Mma nchọ ka onye ọbụla misie ya, mma nchọ ka ị ga-ya bụ ife, ị ga-esi ya bụ ife wetara unu kpasịta maka ya bụ ife na-eme n'obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya. And were ndị Igbo na-azọ drop your own comment.
Ifeanyi Ubah in Nnewi, Osumowu, Olu State, Olu in Imo State will better than Nnewi. Somalia will better than Nnewi. Biafra Liberation Army will come and live in your house in Nnewi. And all of you will run and abandon your business. And Biafra will dig the grave of Ifeanyi Ubah and make sure we take his body away and go and bury him in the evil forest because he committed evil. He can never clean up nnamdi kanu and you come and bury it in the Biafra land. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, His Excellency, will do everything to destroy Nnewi. Biafra Liberation Army will do everything to destroy Nnewi. Let him be buried in the north or the west. It's one Nigeria. We don't want him in the Biafra land. I thank you. Share this voice message. I'm not happy. I'm saying this with anger. Respect yourself, the new people. Do your business in peace. Nobody's looking for your trouble. Don't look for the trouble of Biafra Liberation Army. Don't look for the trouble of Biafran government in exile. You'll be one. I'm one of Biafran government. We don't want Ifeanyi Ubah to be buried in Nnewi because he destroyed Biafrans. He killed a lot. He gave them everything. He committed a lot of atrocities. He not only even Nnewi, but including Kolcharis. He defrauded his own brother, want to kill him. A lot of crime he committed. He need to answer it. Wherever he will be buried, must be chained for life. I thank you. God bless you. Share this message immediately. Nobody should bury the Ifeanyi Ubah in Nnewi. Soludo be one. Be one. Soludo be one. Soludo be one. I thank you.
Now, questions are flying around. People are asking questions. Why is it that the Igbos hate Ifeanyi Ubah so much? Why is so much hatred? Why saying that he should not be buried in his hometown? Why? People don't understand the reasons why this guy, people are saying a lot of things. I told you the last time that people are saying that he should not be buried. He will not be buried. This is a video evidence of one of this man, I think is from South Africa, far away South Africa, saying what he said, that they don't want Ifeanyi Ubah to be buried in Nnewi in Anambra State. He should be buried somewhere in the south or the north. Then many people will just say this is arrant nonsense. But there's a reason why the Igbos or Biafrans don't want Ifeanyi Ubah to be buried in the southeast. It's to send a message to other politicians that are working against the collective interest of the people. The Yoruba conservatives have an interest. The Arewa Consultative Forum have an interest. The Igbos also should have an interest. Since the leaders, since the political leaders, since whoever leaders, traditional leaders, religious leaders are not coming together to draw a roadmap for the Igbo people, then the people themselves will rise up, or non-state actors in quote, or leaders will rise up and draw a map. A collective, see, when you look at the conservatives, the Yoruba conservatives, or the Yoruba Ronu, the political class has a roadmap for that region. For that region. Look at Arewa, they have a roadmap for the region. Even though it is self-centered around the Fulani, they have a roadmap for the region. They have a plan for the region. But when you look at the Igbo land, look at the political class, look at Ohanize, Look at traditional rulers, religious leaders. Everybody's just doing their own thing. This one will just be there and there. And there is no roadmap. There's no agenda for the Southeast. Then we have leaders that are being puppet by Fulani oligarchy. We have leaders that are being chosen by the Fulani oligarchy or powers that be for the Igbo people. Leaders that we are rejecting. Leaders that are like when Jesus, this is my son in whom I'm well pleased with. When the dove, Holy Spirit came upon Jesus at River Jordan. You are giving us leaders that we are not well pleased with in the Southeast. How would they come together and know what to do to draw a roadmap for Southeasterners? So the Igbos have something that brings them together, that binds them together. The failure of the politicians of drawing a chart for the Igbo people, the Igbo nation, is one of the reasons why I believe that the politicians in the Southeast, the leaders in the Southeast are hated so much because they go against the will of the people, or there is no leadership that resonates with the people. Do you know what it means? A leader resonating with their people. Somebody like Hope Uzodinma. Somebody like Hope, you'll be surprised that he won the election. He won only 27 local governments because that's how APC win the elections. Somebody that's totally rejected in the whole of the Southeast, in the state. I saw somebody talking about the Ondo State election. He said some people were crying that they were rigged. An example is Imo State election. We all know that the whole voters, most of the voters there, don't want to hear Hope Uzodinma. But Hope Uzodinma made it as if it was a war zone. You say you'll be crying that you rigged the election. INEC, this INEC. You see, they can gaslight Nigerians. So leaders like Hope Uzodinma imposed on the people. Leaders like Umahi, Okorocha, even though Peter Mbah and Alex Otti, they are trying to play politics. Although they came from the people, in quote, especially for Alex Otti. No roadmap for the Southeast. We have billionaires like Peter Mbah. Then we hear that you are instrumental in the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu. You created a security outfit to fight against sit at home, to fight against the common what we hold dear, the common agreement of the people. You fight against it. I'm not saying sit at home is generally accepted. I'm not saying sit at home is generally accepted by people in the Southeast. But you have not shown leadership. You have not been able to convince Southeasterners that this is the way to go. It's not just by saying this is the way to go. Have you been able to convince them beyond reasonable doubt? You allow some other younger people to rise up and take that position of leadership. Then you are now working against those young people. Whether you call them non-state actors or people that are going to liberate the Igbo people, I don't know what you are going to call them. But for you to have a hand in Nnamdi Kanu's incarceration, it is an abomination in Igbo land. And many hands are pointing at him. Then on top of it, the sit at home initiated by Nnamdi Kanu, let me be clear. You created a security outfit to stop it. We know there are many people complaining that they sit at home, they are being forced. But when you look at it, ideologically, the ideology of the sit at home, you have been accused of having a hand in Nnamdi Kanu's incarceration and kidnap. You went on to create a security outfit to stop the sit at home, sending a message for people to believe the allegation and accusation that you had in hand in Nnamdi Kanu's incarceration. No other politician that has come out to create a security outfit to counter what most Southeasterners want for Biafra, that is the Biafra agitation. You outrightly, behind the scenes, worked against Biafra agitation. And all, to crown it all, Babanla of them all, you went to join APC. APC is a party, like every other party. But you see APC, in the Southeast, APC is a taboo. I don't know why. No, I know why, but I can't explain it. I know why. I can't explain it. You see, one thing about Igbos is that if you there's a common interest, and that common interest is Biafra. If you frown at or if you fight that common interest, they are all going to come at you. They are all going to come at you fiercely. So for Ifeanyi Ubah, man, the guy is a gunner. He's an Osu. He's rejected. His corpse is rejected in the Southeast. Whether they threat or not, because even some of these guys that are raining all this threat, I don't understand their stand. You don't need all this threat. You don't need all this threat, online threat, saying all sort of things, blah, 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 blah. You are there in South Africa. You are raining all this kind of threat. Why don't you come back home and show workings? What have you done in your community? See, I told you people before that I will start all these big men. He's an Ezio, the man in that video. All these big men that are saying all sort of things. You show us your workings. What have you done for the Southeast? Because when I look at the Southeast, I see Southeast as a place that needs much more input, much more development. I'm telling you. If you cannot carry on physical development, what of human development? Because Simon Ekpa said one thing. He said that the kind of development that Biafra wants to undertake would not be possible under a Fulani influenced government, federal government. They will find ways to frustrate it. Yes, I understand what is being said. There are some kind of development that the government that hate the Igbos, the government in power, would not want to undertake, will frustrate you from going on with such projects. Yes, we know that. We know that one is clean and clear. But what I'm saying is that the little ones you can do, you see, this is an age whereby we need our young people to get involved in so many skills. And when we talk about skills, we are serious about skills for the 21st century. Engineering skills, tech skills, agricultural skills. The skills stay with the person. The skills stay with the person. The so-called government will not be able to stop you from acquiring skills, stop you from sponsoring a youngster, stop you from building a tech hub, stop you from getting people to come and train Igbo youths on the 21st century skill, stopping you from trying to make sure that some of your institutions are working. Your input is very, very much important, and how to make sure the governors are on their toes. It doesn't stop you. You can focus on human skills, because it is what you can do. Israel being able to rebuild their land was because of the skills the people had. Any community you find Israelis are down to earth people that are skillful, people that are intelligent, people that can do. They can do. These are Israelis. So Biafrans should also undertake. I see so many people abroad, they know nothing than to come out and threaten. There's no impact, there's no input in this Biafra of a thing. So don't come and be threatening anybody. For those that don't understand the kind of atrocity that Ifeanyi Ubah have committed in the Southeast, if it has to do with nnamdi Kanu, people are not taking it lightly. And again, joining APC. You see, APC, since the coming in of Buhari and his outright hate for the Igbos, outright hate for what Igbos collectively stand for, since the coming in of Buhari, Igbos said no. How he treated with his appointment and whatsoever, how APC in another's in how APC as a party reduced Nigerians to nothing. Buhari's 8 years. The Igbos are people that they identify something, they stand against it. So they identify that this Buhari, he doesn't like Igbos. His investment in the Southeast is out of grudge. Out of grudge. You see, he put a railway to Niger Republic. No one functioning railway in the Southeast. Don't tell me that one that is in Abia State that is moving from Port Harcourt. That one is railway. Don't just tell me that. It's just like a Nissan 1988, Toyota Nissan 1988, just old engine, just go and refurbish it. Somebody built a railway from his to Niger Republic. Why the whole of Southeast, which is a region? Little thing now, somebody will come and be telling me, what do you call it, second Niger bridge. Nigerians were tired of the suffering. Igbo said no to APC for these reasons. Now Tinubu comes in. The Nigerians wanted a change, so it was not easy for them to rig in the Southeast. Southeasterners came out and they voted against Buhari, against the evil APC has brought upon Nigerians. Not because Tinubu was a Yoruba man. No. Not because of that. Every other thing they started doing was politics. You see all these things about obedient movement, this, that. Sam Omaseye started the He wrote obituary with the name Obi. I know Nigerians are emotional most times. They're not okay because this is an Igbo man, you are writing obituary. When you look at the former antecedent of these guys, during Buhari, they did nothing. They said nothing. They did nothing at all. So they picked that fight with the Igbo people. That Buhari, which the Igbo people were shouting, the Southeasterners were shouting, this guy is destroying the country. Every other person literally kept quiet and didn't say anything about what APC has been doing. It was after Buhari finished that they now started talking that Buhari finished the economy. You can see the hypocrisy. During Buhari tenure, if you are saying Buhari is this, Buhari is that, they will be attacking you and saying all sorts of things. What are you saying? What do you know? But now Buhari has left. The same people that kept quiet are coming out to say that Buhari destroyed the economy. So if you want to know the reason why Igbos hate APC, these are the reasons now. Some of the army invasions, there are army escapades in the Southeast, killing 100 people. They are just protesting with placards. Under Buhari's government, they were killed protesting with placards. If you were the Southeast now, would you vote for the APC? The same Ifeanyi Ubah went and joined the APC. APC does not have electoral value in Nigeria. That is the fact. Forget what is happening in those states. It is rigged already. It is rigged already. Somebody will just come out and be saying all sorts of rubbish online. See, most of the people that are voting are not online. See, if the people who are thinking that they are going to take on power from Tinubu, they need to do a lot of work. And they need to be bold about it because these are evil people. But Nigerians, are they bold? Nigerians are the conquered people. So the same Ifeanyi Ubah went and joined APC. As an Igbo man, if you join APC, it is not because it is Tinubu. It is because APC is a curse to Nigeria. It's a curse to Nigeria. APC will be the eventual downfall of Nigeria. Tinubu might be Nigeria's last president. I've been saying it, and I repeat myself. So the hatred, two main things. Nnamdi Kanu, you are part of what Nnamdi Kanu is suffering today. You had a major hand in it. That one alone is even enough to even cancel the guy, pata. And two, to sit at home, the non-state actors, their sit at home they invented. Yes, Nnamdi Kanu was instrumental to the sit at home. You created a security outfit to stop sit at home, and this security outfit accused of kidnapping your people, accused of carrying out all sorts of criminal activities on your people. The same Ifeanyi Ubah. And the same Ifeanyi Ubah went and joined APC, a party that does not have leg in the southeast. People were surprised that they got 98%. Is it possible? You have not been to the southeast. You have not been to the southeast. Is it possible? They got 98%. Is it possible? Go to the southeast. An average Igbo, see, if you leave the election for an average Igbo man, they will never vote for APC. If they don't care if Peter Obi does not run for the election, let Oshibajo run against the Tinubu. Leave it for an Igbo man. There are two Yoruba people. Igbo man will never vote for APC, and especially Tinubu. Especially. Because they look at him as someone that brought in Buhari. You brought in Buhari. And you are telling us you renewed hope. You are going to step in the shoes of Buhari. We are not daft people now. We are not here to start counting bridges or start looking at your face now. We know that it is almost the same thing. The prediction, people are predicting that these guys are the same. Birds of a feather. Yes. So, now, with these few points of mine, maybe I have been able to convince you that Ifeanyi Ubah, the hatred for Ifeanyi Ubah is needed. But now let's not forget that we don't need to dwell much on this Ifeanyi Ubah of a thing. Let's focus on the things that matter, because everybody is running their own race. Let's focus on the things that matter, and the things that matter, we'll say it in our next broadcast. The things that matter for the Igbo man, especially in this time, this point in time. We see what is happening in the southwest. Any market that is going to be, any popular market that is going to be built by the Lagos state government, there is an allocation for Yoruba people. You see, the Yorubas are being empowered. What are the Igbos doing to empower themselves? I don't see a lot of unity. I don't see a lot of coming together to ensure that these guys are empowering themselves. Everybody is just one man mupu. One man mupu will not help the Igbos at all. It will not help. One man mupu would not and never help the Igbos. Let us come together and find ways to help ourselves so that we can be relevant in the scheme of things. That is the most important thing now.
Ndị be anyị ekenekwanụ m unu dịka unu si wepụta oge unu igekwa ya bụ ife nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa eji maka ya wee bịa n'iru akwụkwọ na Igbo Media bụ ebe anyị si wee na-wetara unu ya bụ nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa gbasịta maka ihe na-eme n'obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya, ana gbasịta maka nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ, ana gbasịta maka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ladies. Dịka ị nụrụ ihe nwanne anyị nwoke kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ, ka efi were ikwu n'udo nke gị asị gị kwuo ka efi were ikwu maka na otu aka o jedebe njọ ọ ya adịkwanụ mma. Ọkwụ na ọtụ ụmụnne m, achọrọ m ka unu tinyere anyị alụ nke unu ife unu chere n'iru akwụkwọ, ikwucha ya bụ ife kapa arụsie ya kwurute ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ ntị, daalụ dị na ụmụnne m bụ ọma na-ege ntị. Anyị na-ekene ndị nnekunu si na-esoyere anyị. Anyị siri unu ngwa nke